Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to Polar Currency and video number 56. Heritage Auctions. Is it worth it? In the Currency Roundtable number 3, we gave recommendations of where to purchase banknotes, and one of them was auction houses. The funny thing is, I've been trying for over a year to actually win an auction listing, specifically from Heritage. This isn't the fault of Heritage, but me being cautious about what banknotes I'm choosing to go after. This video is about my process. I prefer Heritage, but it isn't the only auction house. There's Stack Bowers, there's Great Collections, and others that I haven't used. But for this video, I'm going to share my thoughts and experience of the first auction that I won, and it happened to be from Heritage Auctions. Here's a news flash. eBay prices can be inflated. I know, we're all shocked. I'll let Stu Plubeck handle the human waste that puts up this garbage to rip people off. But I'm talking even with an eBay auction. You can get sniped because eBay only uses a timer to end auctions, and you don't have the ability to keep bidding like a live auction. I've had much better luck with eBay's Buy It Now option when reputable sellers list their notes at a fair price. As a buyer, you do have Buy It Now options. If you think the price is high, you can click the watch button and sometimes a seller will offer a discount. You can make an offer if the seller provides that option, or if they don't, simply contact the seller directly and offer a lower price. So the question is, why use an auction house at all? Well, the answer is, believe it or not, you can save money, especially on notes getting up there in price. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. Even with the auction premium and additional fees, in this video, I'll show you my process when I'm buying a note that's higher value, at least for me. And over the past year, I've been searching and researching for a Series 1922 $50 gold certificate. I'll be the first to admit that I don't do a complete deep dive on lower value banknotes, but I at least check the price guides. When it comes to higher price notes, I dive into that deep end of the pool. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't have a huge budget. The most I've ever paid for one note is $1,100 for my Series 1928 $100 gold certificate. I look for notes that I can afford and what I consider has above average eye appeal for that grade. That takes a little time and effort. That brings me back to the Series 1922 $50 gold certificate, Friedberg number 1200. I've been wanting to complete a mini-series with my 10 and 20. I may go after the 100 at some point. I haven't decided yet because the design wasn't updated from 1882 like the 10, 20, and 50 with the Series 1906, 07, 13, and 22. So it's kind of a different note for me. For now, there are other notes I want to get first, but I digress. My process starts by establishing a price by checking the book Paper Money of the United States, 22nd edition by Arthur L. and Ira S. Friedberg. Remember, these are only guides, not concrete prices. Based on my price range, I'm looking at a fine 12 or a very fine 20. I can afford the 12, but the 20 is on the high side, so I'll take the average of $712 and look for a fine 15. Remember, the book came out in 2021. The pricing may be a bit dated. Next, I cross-reference the green sheet. That costs $18 and comes out monthly. I normally buy it about once a year. The green sheet does update pricing at least annually, to my knowledge. All right, same thing here for the grades. No fine 15. I average the 12 and the 20 grades, and that comes out to $625. Important note here. Green sheet gives wholesale pricing, not retail pricing, so you have to add a seller's markup, which I think a fair estimate is a 25% upcharge. That gives me a retail estimated price of about $800. My friend Ontario 100 was kind enough to provide 2023 pricing from Track and Price, which is an internet subscription service that tracks prices from auction results and select dealers. The average price for FR number 1200 was $787. Thanks, Ontario. I appreciate it. I do check eBay current listings and past sales, but I will get to that later. All of these, including eBay, help me establish what I believe is a fair market price of about $800. But wait, there's more free pricing help out there. One of the reasons that I like Heritage is their website provides past sales and it's easy to navigate. You can check recent sales or go back like 22 years. Log into Heritage, click on All Sold, select Currency for your category, select Large Size Currency from the drop-down menu, check the Gold Certificate box from the Currency Catalog side menu, scroll down the side menu and check the box for the denomination, enter the series year, 1922, in the keyword box, and then in the upper right, select Most Recent Sales. For this note, Heritage has sold more than 782 1922 $50 gold certificates and 24 since the beginning of the year. You can also search for a specific Friedberg number and grade. More on the results of that pricing later. Another great thing about auctions, and Heritage really makes this easy, is checking out upcoming auctions. Every Tuesday, Heritage runs a currency auction, and you can preview and search what's being offered pretty much the same way you check past sales. Log in, scroll down on the homepage, and click the Tuesday auction, and bam! You're there. Same filter process, and you can start perusing. The preview list that drops first will be the order of the auction. This auction, there are 281 items, and fair warning, if your listing is at the end, it could be a few hours. But this is where patience pays off and how I got really lucky. The $50 1922 gold certificate I was looking for was the very last item of the night. It was in a sleeper spot. So maybe some of the competition drops off and won't wait until the end. Hey, every little bit helps. All right, let's get to the real exciting stuff. Ooh, the auction itself. I knew what I was going after, felt good about my price, so I logged on to the Heritage and then waited and listened. Heritage has a disembodied computer voice giving you the play-by-play. It's not the stock picture of the guy, and if it was, it'd be super creepy. So I'm listening, I'm doing some prep work on future videos, kill two birds.
Fair warning.
The auction was getting to the end and the $50 gold certificate was next and the last listing of the night. The internet bidding, the pre-live auction bids, started the price out at $330 and things went quickly. The price went to $440 in a hot second. I pushed it to $480 and then I got outbid. Is it me or is the female voice just kind of mean?
You've been outbid.
I mean, she's just yelling at me that I got outbid. Give me a break. I'm trying here. Anyways, I was watching the fair warning and smashed that bid again button like I was playing whack-a-mole at $550 with 4 seconds left and held my breath through another 5-second fair warning. I had 2 bids left to meet my max price, but I just had to wait. And wait, and what do you know? I won my first auction after about 10 attempts. Well, what about the cost? Okay, let's break it down. The winning bid, $550. Buyer's premium, $110, 20% of the winning bid. Service, handling, and shipping fees, $20.77, 3% of the winning bid. Tax, $57.02. That's 8.375% of the winning bid, plus buyer's premium, plus service and handling, etc. Credit card fee, $18.44, 2.5% of total for all of the above, for a grand total of $756.23. So, did I get a good price? Remember, my fair market estimated price was $800. Let's start with eBay past sales, which didn't give me much. 2 notes sold since the beginning of the year for an average of $975. eBay's current listings? All were buy it now, 3 for $999, and 1 seller smoking crack at $1,900. Yeah, that guy can wish in one hand, and the note is still collecting dust on eBay a month later. But again, what about the Heritage auction sales since January 1st? 6 notes, same grade, same Friedberg number, with an average sale price of $753, not including the almost 14% of additional fees and taxes, which, by the way, I was trying to include in my $800 price. My total price again, all in, $756.23. Note that both of these searches were part of my process to establish an initial fair market price of $800. Back to my max price during the auction. I knew that it was $660. And by the way, while you're bidding, Heritage shows the bid price with the 20% premium charge. That's why I knew that $660 would cost $780 plus the additional taxes and fees. But I got the note with a final bid of $550, and I believe I got a fair market price, including the fees. I certainly paid less than eBay, 25% less. That's a significant savings for me. I got the note less than a week later. I'll give Heritage an A- for packaging and shipping. The note was in a solid cardboard envelope, thick cardboard with rubber bands, and the holder was in a protective sleeve. It's a great note for my collection and kind of a bucket list for me. It's only the second large size 50 that I have. The other is a 1914 Federal Reserve note. My take on all of this? Nothing in life is free, so if you want a fair price or a good deal, you have to do your homework, and that involves investing in price guides and doing the research. It's your responsibility to know what you're buying, and there are tools out there to help you. That's it for video number 56. Heritage Auctions, is it worth it? Well, I thought it was. I wasn't paid by Heritage if you're thinking that. I'm just some dinky currency channel here sharing my experiences. Keep in mind, I don't have anything against eBay. I still buy from them and often. Just some of the sellers are getting greedy on higher value notes, and it's worth your time and money to check out the auction houses. I hope my experience can help you get your notes at a fair price. I know it's been a while since I checked in, but things are going well with my currency-related collaborative project. It's moving forward nicely. And I received a note this week for it. Feel free to leave a guess in the comments as to why I got this particular 2009 20 zloty from Poland. I also heard from Hakan in Norway. This is the second note he has sent me. It's a beautiful 2016 100 kroner. Norway's contemporary notes have a design theme that just rates a video. Thanks, Hakan. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for Currency Roundtable number 9 coming out before July 1st. We recorded last weekend, and we have a new guest panelist, another coin guy that's maybe converting to paper. Well, I appreciate your time, and if you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for checking in.